Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I've always been impressed with how this guy, Sociabuzz, has been able to combine physicality and the finesse he can also add to his game, Peter. He makes good use of his strength when...
Struck first time! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Now Terima. Lazio finding their passes. A nice sequence of passes, this. Well, that looks a decent ball. And Hullet! It's there!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Caceres made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! A fine way to mark his 50th game in these colours. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Paris Saint-Germain grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
So what can they make of this? Oh, super find. Pelé, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hullet. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Roberto Carlos gets over and intercepts. And it's from Mario. Lazio looking to pass their way through. Now it's Hullet. Hullet! Hullet! Goal! Lazio! And they get themselves in front! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost could be danger here. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Rooney. He's in a great position here.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Nice looking ball. Rijkaard cuts it out. Roberto Carlos. Passing is crisp and sharp. Schneider. That's a little off target. Van Dijk makes the interception. Pressing high and with purpose. Howson gets across to intercept that. Pelé, who has set up 2 goals. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Howson herring after the ball here. And he can clear it away. No way through. Pelé! Oh, split-second reaction.
Pelé really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
This is Messi! Gets good distance on it. And this is from Mario. Kind of somewhat off target. And they've got rid. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That ball looks a good one. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Paris Saint-Germain are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Rijkaard calmly anticipates.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That is a brilliant interception.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That is good strength. Can he get on the end of this? He has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And reclaimed it in a trice. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's well spotted. And the referee brings the first half to a close. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance.
Tries a shot! Howson. Now, what about a counter-attack? He can run onto that. Oh, that's fabulous. Gets his head on it! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
He won't be happy with that one. That's an imaginative pass. Schneider is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a sharp pass. Vinicius Junior, and the shot! He has done it! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. Obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Messi! Oh, that's a waste. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Mbappe, and he's in on goal. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. Messi, nicely aimed pass. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, well measured. And he's cut it out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Messi. Henderson attempts a clearance. And it's Szoboszlai. And Hullet! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Hullet. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Messi! It's hit the upright.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Messi is behind this one. Messi! Oh, super goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they've got their lead back. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Lazio take the lead. He rises, and the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. Lazio clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very...
Chance for a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Paris Saint-Germain complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too precise.
There's the shot! Has fallen kindly here. It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. 2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, what a mistake! He's picked his way through. Oh, that's neat. Roberto Carlos. Can he spark a counter here? And the referee brings it to a close. Paris Saint-Germain have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Vinicius Junior walking off with the spoils, richly deserved. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations...
Somersley! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's cut it out. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I would say this guy, Ronald Araujo. You have a real defender's defender in him, Peter. And he may not be the best with the ball at his feet, but he's very disciplined, he's quick, he's strong. When strikers get a kick out of scoring a goal, he gets a kick out of making a good tackle. That's what he loves, defending. So keep an eye on that.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Araujo deals with that comfortably. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Batistuta. Soboslai. And this is Rooney. Chance to... Oh, what a climb! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Rooney. Well, he's done very well to take that back. Terrier. Schneider. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. There's the shot! Straight at the keeper.
Well, that looked very much like a case of stage fright. His job is to steer clear of the keeper.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, smashing header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Vinicius Junior is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Terrier. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. Batistuta. Jordan Henderson. Looking for options for movement. And he's in. And a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now it's Batistuta. Played into space. That's beautifully weighted. Vinicius Junior is flagged offside.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course the...
Shot, surely! He's missed, but not by that far. Terrier, looking to play him in. Great vision. Real chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And we have our very first corner. Gravenberg plays it short. Now the delivery. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Calvert-Lewin. Oh, this is a great position.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gravenberg. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Always onto this. Zanetti. And Gravenberg. Soboslai.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Lovely, now then. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He's picked his way through. So what can they make of this? Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Sociabuzz. And it's Sociabuzz. To Tellier. He's having a go!
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Tries to play it through. Now that's well seen too. And the first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break, all square. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 19, numero 13.
So it's back to
Lasciano il
business.
campo per il numero 10, Messi, il numero 11, cambio di giocatori.
Paris Saint-Germain do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And this is Batistuta. Gravenberg. Kamavinga. Howson is the team's great visionary. And it's Zanetti. And he cuts out the supply. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Messi. Oh, it's come loose. And he's chosen to go back. Kamavinga. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That pass has been well intercepted. Gravenberg. Venezia appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Howson. Vardiol. Gravenberg. Can he get on the end of this? No, that's been intercepted. Paris Saint-Germain still have the cards to affect this game. Knocks it out wide. Oh, super ball! Aims beyond the defence. He's got away. Plenty to aim at here. It is a corner. Chance for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? This looks... takes a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Into the lead once more. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Gravenberg gets over and intercepts. Zanetti. Batistuta. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Villa. Threads one in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Szoboszlai. Osimhen pinches it off him. Gravenberg. Now that looks a decent ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Has a look and plays it forward. Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Zanetti. That's gone for a throw-in.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 23 lascia il campo per il numero
Zanetti
18.
gets into some
Attenzione,
space.
una sostituzione.
Nicked it back promptly. That's a lovely, neat pass. Quality ball. Gravenberg. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Venezia really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Pedri wins the duel this time. It's come to nothing. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Osimhen. And here's Messi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Just eases him off the ball. He's in a great position here. Gravenberg. Just 5 minutes left. Zanetti. Oh, that's nice. That is good strength.
Venezia really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Passing is crisp and sharp. That is lovely. And he's managed to get free. And he shoots! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Nice control. Foot in. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the early goal certainly helped settle everything down, and from there you felt this was always going to go one way. So this turns out to be a very fine day at the office.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Signore e signori, vi chiediamo cortesemente di rimanere seduti durante lo svolgimento della partita. Grazie.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And that gets things running. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And he's gone looking for safety. Probing pass, and he cuts out the supply. Now Stefano Fiori, Jim, he was a key player for the Azzurri, was he not?
Yeah, he's always been a very accomplished playmaker, Peter, and a good mixture of creativity and pragmatism when it's needed.
Explain more.
Well, it's not always that a player's so technically gifted.
Snyder! And that has fair fizzed.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner, they're first.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Jordan Henderson. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Costa Curta. Szoboszlai. Schneider. He has found the way through. And he's there to get it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Out to the left it goes. Fiore.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's had a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Paris Saint-Germain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Caceres kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He is through here. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, he's burst through! And a chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Rooney clears it away. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Thinks about the shot. Mbappe! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Manchester United look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything...
And the finish! Caceres gets rid without sophistication. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Great ball, and he shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Header comes in! And that was very necessary. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Now it's Rooney. Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Hazard. Mbappe. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. Manchester United are back on level terms. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Manchester United grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Kagawa. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Hazard. Great defending, strong and determined. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Hazard. Well, that pass isn't the best.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
He's on it, can he get away? Kagawa. Now Fiore. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Paris Saint-Germain are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. We're already back up and running after half-time. Azar. Cannavaro. Van de Ven. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here! Plenty. Batistuta! And he's heaved it away. Vinicius Junior.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Schneider. Schneider goes pelting down that left-hand side. Azar.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Kagawa. Manchester United finding their passes.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
And here's Batistuta. Fiore. Fiore's cross. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Fiore. Bastoni calmly anticipates.
The attendance for this
Manchester
match
United looking to pass their way through.
71,550.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Kagawa. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Looks to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Rijkaard. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Tries to play it through. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Opts for safety. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. No, not quite on the same wavelength. He's picked his way, shapes to shoot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Into the lead once more. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 26.
So we have a breakthrough. Now
Number
how will
4,
things develop from here?
Batistuta.
Hazard
Coming on the
will
field.
not want to lose out
Number
here, not against this
21,
opponent.
Messi. Number 5.
And this is Messi.
De Bruyne.
Oh,
Number
lovely bit of
9,
skill.
Lautaro Martinez. Substitution
Well,
in
it's
progress.
definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Messi. Big chance! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. That was good alertness. Good ball, good take. Manchester United have it back. Chance, surely! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 11.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 18.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Number 7, Adams.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Howson producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. It's made its way to him, and he's lost his man here. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Koundé, and it's Rijkaard. The final seconds now. Van de Ven. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Paris Saint-Germain pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Your reflections then, Jim.
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes, while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position, do they?
Not really, and not many can boast the same quality of performance either, Peter.
Now it's Bale. Bale! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Marmoush. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Schneider. And it's Rooney. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
It's a pretty loose pass. Vinicius Junior. Schneider. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Drives it in. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. No goals as yet. Schneider. Well, that is one way to stop him. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Vinicius Junior.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that's been won straight back. Bale might just make this. Well, that pass isn't the best. Schneider. Chouameni. Schneider. Now it's Bale. And this is Xabi Alonso. Cannavaro. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Dixon.
Paris Saint-Germain are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
There they go, hunting in packs. And it's Schneider. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That's a sharp pass. Chance for a shot! Xabi Alonso is always looking to break lines. And here's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos does really well to win the ball there. Could move up a gear here. Alonso. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Rooney. And here's Vinicius Junior. Marmoush. Marmoush. And this is... And the shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
And they're back on the ball again, and it's Xabi Alonso. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Schneider plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Cáceres. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. Looking to go deep. Up he goes! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Schneider. Now it's Bale. Xavi Alonso. Cáceres cuts it out. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we're underway again. So the first half brought no goals. Passing is crisp and sharp. Just eases him off the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Schneider. Now it's Mbappe. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Shot a goal!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Jordan Henderson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Now it's Bale. Looking for the run. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Rooney. Oh, he's burst through. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi
So we've
è di
reached the hour mark.
80.607 spettatori.
Schneider. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to break at pace. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And reclaimed it in a trice. Alonso. Szoboszlai. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Nice looking ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Chouameni. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Szoboszlai. Threads one in. Howson. Schneider. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Marmoush. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Vinicius Junior. In with the challenge. And here's Bale. That ball looks a good one. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Danger averted for now. Into the last quarter of an hour. Schneider.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Szoboszlai. Passing nice and neat. Tries to pass it through. Shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
Paris
20.
Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Szoboszlai goes short. Well read. The danger is averted. Milan are looking to go forward now.
Il numero 11, il numero 22, il numero 17.
Rivaldo.
Cambio di giocatori.
Oh, good take in a good area. And that is a little undercooked. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Chance, surely! Oh, what about that? And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Paris Saint-Germain take one. And that's it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. And already we're underway here. Inter Milan have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Now it's Bellingham. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That's a little off target. That's been slipped through. Threads one in. Rooney.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Cáceres. Engages and forces him off the ball. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again.
I think in Puskás we have someone who you can call the world's first international sports star. He was a man so prolific that he almost scored for fun. He even has an award named after him for the outstanding goal of that year, scored across world football.
And he was the very epitome of an out-and-out goal scorer. Those that follow England will well recall him as the architect of Hungary's famous 6-3 win against them.
Such a quick-witted player, Peter, as well, who could tie the best defenders in knots. And we can't forget about his wonderful left foot.
Pedro Porro. That's Doué. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Bellingham! Goal! Inter! So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
And he welcomes it in, and he shoots!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Henderson wins the duel this time. And it's made its way to him. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bellingham.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.